come with me on this. I didn't even know what day it is. Thursday today. I've had to check my bloody watch. Anyway, we've got a little 2012 1.6 CAY Audi A3 in, and it has got a failed injector in it. First thing, as always, get your diagnostics and plug it in. I'm going to be using the iSmart Safe 601 Max. And of course, I plugged this in the other day, and we've got a fault code, and I'll show you now. Audi. And there we go. We've got P020400 cylinder 4 injector circuit. Now, over the years, I have changed absolutely hundreds of these injectors, but I always test them first. And how I do it, get yourself some breakout leads. If you haven't got them, just normal test probes will do, and a basic multimeter. Now we've piggybacked into the faulty injector, which is cylinder 4. On a piezo injector, we are looking for about 200 kilo ohms of resistance. And as you can see there, we've got 298.3 ohms of resistance, which that means it has failed. Now let's just piggyback into cylinder 3, which is a known good injector, and as you can see there, we have got 200 kilo ohms of resistance, so that one's perfect. Always check them against a good injector. Now we've read the fault code, we've confirmed the fault code, now we need to remove the component itself. So what we're going to do, we're just going to make a start on removing the two diesel leak-off pipes, as you have to take the two injectors out together at the same time because it's held with the same clamp, and then we can get the high pressure fuel lines off. Now we've got everything out of the way, get yourself an M8 and undo the centre bolt holding the injector clamp. Under any circumstance, do not use an impact gun. Literally use your ratchet, because these bolts will snap instantly. And literally just back them off. Now to get the injectors out, get yourself an extension and a 13mm deep socket. Put it on the high pressure fuel line side and literally wiggle it. Put your thumb under the electrical connector, work it back and two, and it will just pull out. Beautiful. And there we go, that is two injectors out. Always put an X on your failed one, because I've done it before now myself. When I've taken them out of the clamp, I've got them mixed up. Anyway, let's get this one cleaned down and remove the copper washer. Now the brand new injector has arrived, and it's from a company I use, which is United Diesel, and they're an absolutely awesome company. With the new injector you get another copper washer for the third injector and a brand new bolt. These must be changed because they are stretch bolts, and it also gives you everything that you need to know, even the new grading number that you need to put in to the scanner. Now before we put the new injectors in, you need to make sure that the injector seats are nice and clean, and how I've done it is with a wire brush, a bit of a homemade one to be honest, a long bolt with a wire brush attachment on the end of it. That's the new injector fit to the vehicle, but before we torque it down, you need to just put your high pressure fuel lines on, just so they're in place, and then we can jump around. And they are 8 newton meters and then 180 degrees, and that's why you need to replace that bolt, because they're a stretch bolt. And just like that, everything is now back together as it should be. What we're going to do is grab our paperwork and a scanner and jump in the car. Now we're in the car, you need to make sure that you're plugged into your DL16 and your ignition on, and we're going to go auto detect. This is going to read the VIN. And then we need to go to special functions, diesel engine special functions, injector matching, and then because we've done cylinder 4, we need to go to injector 4, click OK, and then click on that one. Then we need to put the new data in. When you're putting the new information in on these VAG stuff, the last character, it needs a 0 on the end of it. So anyway, let's get it inputted. Once we put all the information in, it is like your Wi-Fi password at home. You have to put upper and lower cases, and luckily this is all upper cases for now. Once they're in, click OK. Adaption success. Done. And then we need to run round to DTC, read the fault codes, and then we need to clear the fault codes. As you can see, we've got no fault code stored now. Alright, let's get on the key and give it a big start rooning. Now it's probably going to take a while to start, just until the fuel pressure builds up, and then it'll run a little bit lumpy, and then it'll sort itself out. Beautiful. There you have it, that is one successfully diagnosed and repaired. Audi A3 with an injector failed on it. As you can see, it is running on all 4 cylinders now, like brand new. Anyway, I'm going to take it down the road for a bit of a test drive. We'll get it sent.